and you know, they got to know that when you say things, well, we say things as joining, this Amazon thing. You need a mentor. Period. You know,
Most.
and that's key. That's key out here. So I'm gonna bring two of my mentees on here to let everybody know that this Amazon thing is real on both ends. Box truck shorty got the box truck on one end. Well, we got him. We got all four corners covered. He got the box truck. I got the semi. So and we helping people. He got a lot of these master classes going on, and it's very successful as well because you know if it wasn't successful, he wouldn't be over here just having them back to back because everybody's requesting them.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
so now a lot of people are asking about these semis, and that's when we're gonna start putting these semis out here now as well. So
Yeah.
we gonna get on here, man, and let y'all know what it is. So you could start off, say a couple of things until the brothers come on.
Oh, well, thank you for having me on, bro. You know, I always, because I get a lot of people too, like even last night on my live, somebody was asking me about semis. Um, I don't do Amazon semis, and I get like a couple messages. I probably sent a couple people to your way recently too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you did.
yeah, yeah. Anytime they ask me about the semis, I'll be like, man, that's not my lane. But I always give credit with, even before I was doing it. Because I was doing it, what I'm saying, only 3.5 years. You've been doing it like 2 or 3 years before me. So if you
Yeah,
semis, man, this is the person that you need to find. Follow him on Instagram. You need to look him up. He's been killing the game way before I got started. He came to my meet and greet, and I'm super proud of him. This
appreciate
whole
it.
man and networking. Like you hear me, I preach about it all the time, man. Having a mentor. A mentor is the key to making money. If you want to save yourself a lot of money, a lot of mistakes in the beginning, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the key. And then a lot of people, like these two brothers that's coming on, these two young brothers that I mentor, you know, the key with them is that they listen.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And they got great work ethics.
Mm-hmm.
And then they follow the blueprint, and now they critique it the way they want to do it, and they very successful out here.
That's good, man. That's good. My hat goes off to them. Yep.
You met Sam, but I want you to meet Mac.
Okay.
Mac, I met Mac at a Pepsi place, right?
Uh-huh.
So he was on light duty. So I told him, I said, "Hey, black man, why you sitting over here making these people rich, right?
Uh-huh.
Come on, get in this truck." He said, "Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna start my food truck or whatever." I said, "Man," he said, "I'm about to get married." So I told him, I said, "All right, I'm gonna give you a little time after your honeymoon." I said, "I'm gonna call you once a week,
Uh-huh.
right?" And he'll tell you. I don't know him. He wasn't gonna call me. I call, "Hey Matt, you got the truck yet? You got the truck?"
Uh-huh.
You know, he got two trucks now, but he got one truck. I'm not gonna say too much because he gonna get on here and say it. But I came to see him in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
showed him and his wife the blueprint. His wife was like, "We going to get a truck right now,
That's
baby."
good. Good.
you
Congratulations.
know, yeah, he got two trucks now running on Amazon. He got dedicated stuff and everything,
Yeah, man.
all type of stuff coming
It,
for him.
yeah, it's money in trucking, man. Trucking, I keep constantly telling people that trucking ain't never going nowhere. I don't care what happened. Trucking is here to stay. Amazon is here to stay. Amazon getting bigger and bigger and bigger,
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I keep telling them, but they don't want, some people, they head hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and see, they need to really listen and see. That's what when we spoke before, we got to start coming on here. I get on your platform and we do these little talks and stuff like that, and we get more people coming in because this is real. You know what I'm saying? This money that we get with Amazon is great.
Yeah.
You see, I'm still you tell him all the time he ain't getting off that truck because you still be in the truck right now.
Right, right, right. Yeah, man.
you know?
Like I said, a lot of my people's always asking me about CDLs, and I'm not familiar with CDLs. I don't know how to do the semis, but I just know, like I said, every live I tell them, a 16-foot box truck, a 26-foot box truck, a semi, the tractors, and then they have the tractors and trailers. But that's if you are one of my followers and you're on here and you're interested in Amazon Relay, with the box, I mean not box truck, the semi truck. This is the guy right here. You need to follow him. and my homeboy Jason. I don't know if Jason's gonna jump on tonight or
Yeah,
not.
he's here. He got to send a request,
Okay,
Jason.
yeah. I saw he jumped on my live last night. I was talking, well, I don't know if it was last night or last week. One of them
Yeah,
talking about him, like, man, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you.
yeah, appreciate it.
If you definitely trying to get into the semi, this is definitely who you need to tap in with too. And to be honest with you, there's more loads for semis than it is for box trucks. Way more.
Yeah, and then and a lot of people that don't like to drive a semi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You doing it all day long. You listen to me. You make it. I call him the genius, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because he mastered his lane. You
Thank
understand what I'm saying? And I'm older than him, but I'm proud of him, and I look up to him in a lot of ways too. So y'all need to tap in with both of us so y'all can win. A lot of people sit around here saying there ain't no money is because they not plugged into the right source.
Facts, man. Facts.
And then
That's facts.
if you don't got the right source, you never gonna win. And
And that,
don't put your pride in the pocket.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's everything in life, though. If you don't have the correct information or the right people around you, you ain't gonna make no money in nothing. I don't care if you opening up a barbershop. If you don't know how to manage that barbershop, or you know what I'm saying, know the ins and out. Everything is about information, man, and who you know. Classic example. I met you at what? A meet and greet. Was it what, 2 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And networking is key too. Having the right people, like being able to pick up the phone and call somebody and ask them for, like, hey man, what's X, Y, and Z? Like if I was to get in the semi, I would never touch a semi without tapping in with you. You know what I'm saying? Semi game, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Buddy Fab, what's up, man? Buddy Fab boy here.
Oh, what's up, Fab? Yep, let's also watch it. Yep.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? That's key. When you have, like, when Jason them get on here, they gonna see.
Get on. I think he said I sent. Oh, bro, you have to accept it. I think he said he sent a friend request. Not a friend request.
Send it again. Send it again. I didn't see it, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I rolled with him several times, but you know what I'm saying? He picked both of them well. Both of them picked up fast.
Mm-hmm. Jason, close out your Amazon. I mean, not close out your. I'm talking about Amazon. I'm so into Amazon. I'm like, close out your app. Hey, close out your app and open it back up. But off real quick and then jump back. Shut your app down and shut it back on, and then try to jump on real quick and see if it'll let you get on.
Yeah, it's and people don't understand. Okay, Skyberg, I see you. They don't understand the significance of networking as well. Because like you just said, where we met at, we networked. Now look at us now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. And I didn't even know you was already doing Amazon. That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you know me, I'll be laid in the cut.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
Yeah, I get that quiet money. You know what I'm saying? That quiet, consistent money.
Let me see. I don't have a way. Let me see. Yeah, you're hosting it. So, are you able to?
All right. I accepted him.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There we go. What's going on?
All right.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, man. Yep.
Was it last night you jumped on my live, or was it last week?
It was last week.
Okay.
I was on there. Days ago. You go on live so many days, man. It's crazy, man. You be consistent with it, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah. So introduce yourself. Tell them a little about the mentorship and what you got going on.
Yeah. So I'm Jason. I'm with Samaco Transportation, man. Been in the game for about 3 years. I got my CDLs November of 2020. I was a mechanical engineer for Georgia Power, traveled all over the United States, and I just took a leap of faith, man. I always been an entrepreneur before I started doing the mechanical engineering and stuff like that. I was in the real estate game, and I can tell you right now, man, it's lovely. So it's hand in hand for me, man. You can't lose with real estate, and you can't lose with trucking. If you put both of them together, it's gonna make you a beast, man. And I tell anyone who's really, really trying to get in the game, get you a mentor, get you someone like Box Truck Shawty, get you someone like Winston. It really does help when you try to come in this game and put these puzzles together by yourself. It will never work, and if it does work, at the end you're gonna be about broke, stressed out, and you're not even gonna have a passion for trucking at all. And I like how Box Truck Shawty breaks down. He simplifies everything for you. It can't get no simpler than that. It's to the point. The way I like it is, I tell people you can come in this game. Excuse my language. You can come in this game and be humble with baby nuts, or you can have monkey nuts and get them crushed real fast. Because yeah, you can take 100 grand and run through it. 100 grand in trucking is $100. So you got to be very strategic on how you put out money and where you put money. You know, don't try to how can I put, idolize Winston's success. Don't idolize Box Truck Shawty's success. You can admire it and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna be them one day. And very well you will be them one day. But the difference is you got to be humble and take steps and ask questions. I think a lot of times people see that gross dollar sign off that dashboard and they say, oh, I'm going to get me a truck, I'm going to get me a trailer, and you get out here, boom, you're out of here. Even if you don't have a wreck, you can get put out of here because your paperwork ain't legit. And that's the main thing, that paperwork, having a great dispatcher if you're going to come in the game. There's a lot of key factors in being successful. It's not one key factor, but it's a lot of key factors that when it comes together and unify, this is what's going to make you rich. And the same way Box Truck Shawty came in the game, I came in the game because I was like, you know what? I got to be smart. I'm not rich. I'm not finna toot my own horn. I said, you know what? This shit can break you, because I seen dump truck break my dad. He actually had an accident. One of his workers had an accident in his dump truck, and he was sued for $1 million. So my dad always told me, son, you need to leave this alone. I said, well, I'm going to take another approach, because at the end of the day, I know I'm a go-getter. And I knew my daddy flaws too. My daddy, he was a stunner. He liked to floss a little bit, but he liked to help people too, but he was helping the wrong people. So in this game, you got to be adamant in what you're doing. If you're going to come in trucking, be in trucking. If you're going to be in trucking, stay in trucking. And if you're going to stay in trucking, make sure you comply with every damn thing that you're doing. Do not take no shortcuts. I would tell people, get yourself a great mechanic, get yourself a great accountant. There's a lot of key factors, from the paperwork to trucking itself, from the breakdowns and everything. So I tell people like Box Truck Shawty, I love his route because that's the same route I took. But instead, I wish I had to connect like Box Truck Shawty on the account with Ryder. I didn't have that. I got Penske, and they was weighing my ass out, man, because every time you turn around, they wanted money. And I understood that. But to me, I wasn't tripping, because I seen the money I was making, and I treated my business like a 90-day trial. You know, now it's time for me to get my raise. But I would still tell people, start out, rent you a truck from Enterprise or Ryder, for the simple fact that if you came in the game with 20,000, you don't got no business trying to go buy a box truck on your own, period. Because it's going to take you out the game. Like what he says, like what Box Truck Shawty said, he said, you know what? And I admire him because he's a very honest man. He can get on here and lie and say, yo, man, I'm making this thousands and thousands and thousands a week. He give you the formula in every masterclass. He said, hey, man, only thing that makes him great, I'm telling you, is consistency. And he understand that maintenance is the beast. That's the damn nightmare. You either dream or you're going to have nightmares. So my boy, Box Truck Shawty, he's in heaven. You know what I'm saying? He walking on them white clouds, because you know why? His biggest responsibility is, I don't have no maintenance. He don't have no maintenance. He break down the day. He ain't worrying about, oh, let me call my mechanic. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm asleep. I'm out of town. Box Truck Shawty said, hey, I need another goddamn truck out here. And guess what? They bring another damn truck out there. And he's the day Box Truck Shawty take, hey man, I could do 1,000 a night, but instead I'd rather make 500 a night. I give my worker 200. I put another 100 back for my run, and I put 200 for my pocket. And if you got 5 trucks, you do the math on that. That's $1,000 a night. 1,000 times 7, that's $7 grand. 7 times 4, that's 28,000 a month net profit. So it's all about, when you scaling, you got to be strategic. Your plan might not be Box Truck Shawty plan. His plan might not be your plan. But only thing I ask anyone that's getting in this game, just wait your turn. When you wait your turn, you learn, and you got the knowledge. Just like Winston. When I met him, I wish I would have met Winston a year early. Because you know why? Everything that I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, me and my wife, no one showed us nothing. We had to figure it out. My wife had to figure out how to dispatch. I took a chance watching a YouTube video that was forwarded to me from my brother. I got my authority together, but I was very strategic before I was submitting paperwork. You know, it took me an hour to submit my authority because I'm going over and over and over and over. If I would have knew Box Truck Shawty Winston, Box Truck Shawty would have said, hey, man, you need to get with Trucker Run, and she'll do it for you for about, I don't know what her price is, but I'm just going to throw some out there. She might say, hey, she'll do it for you for $1,000 or $1,500, depending on what you got.
6'8".
Yeah. So you need these type of people in your corner. So they're just like, you new to the game, a person would try you. Say if you had a breakdown, a mechanic will try you. They'll see like, oh, let me see, do he know what he's talking about? They'll say, yeah, man, your turbo went out. Say, for example, everybody know a turbo might cost $2 grand, $3 grand to replace. You know what I'm saying? But if you get a mechanic that you call out the wham, he might say, yeah, man, you're looking around about 5,000 and this, and this, you know, trying to play you. But guess what? Winston gave me his mechanic. You know what? I don't even use no other mechanics that I found. I'm gonna go to Winston because you know why? He got skin in the game. He got a relationship with the mechanic, and I know if that mechanic F over me, he got to deal with Winston.
That's
That
right.
just so your relationship, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
is the next man's relationship. So you value that. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to an accountant, Winston asked me, he said, hey, Jay, you gonna be good. You got an accountant? Yeah, I got one. He said, well, I'm gonna give you another one just in case that one ain't doing right by you. So that's all what it boils down to. It boils down to resources. The truck is the last thing you should be worried about. Even though the truck is what's making the money, it's about you having the knowledge. And when that truck go down, how fast can I get the truck back up when it's down? You know, stuff like that. So, you know, that's just my take on it. And I tell anyone, if you coming in this game, go ahead and kill your overhead. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I thank God that, you know, that I'm a disciplined person with my money. But I came in this game like my third year. I told you I made that 100,000 in 3 months. I want to hold on to this money. I'm gonna be honest with you. It came a time where I was getting unhappy with it. I was like, damn, I'm sitting up here, I'm making money, but I ain't making money. So we know how to do simple math. If I'm doing 20,000 a month, you know what I'm saying, bringing in, but my overhead 10, 11,000 or 15,000, you do the math. Then sometimes you ain't doing no whole 20,000 because it requires you to run over that road 24/7 to get that 20,000. So let's say if I want to be lazy and take a week off, then I might say, okay, I made 15,000 for the month. My overhead 11,000. Now you got gas, you got house bills, you got all kind of shit. So I got smartened up. I watched this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, I said, well, Jay, you got about $700,000 or $800,000 worth of equity. Okay, that's cool, but I'm still stressing. What do I need to do? I'm one of those guys that had about 11,000 overhead, sometimes 12 because of my bills, everything I got going on. I got a few rental property, mortgage notes. I got a lot going on. So I'm sitting here, got an account that I don't even touch. And I started praying, and it just hit me not too long ago. And I said, well, I either can be in this game for the next 5 years and become the rest of the truckers and be stressing out over silly stuff, or you can go ahead and man up, drop you a bag, and close your overhead down. So that's what I did. I dropped 100-some thousand and killed my overhead. Killed it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Finito. And now, I called Winston one day. I said, Winston, I said, we like to play. I said, you ain't nothing but a damn crook, nigga. He said, I said, DOT put your ass out of service. He said, why? I said, because you ain't doing that riding up and down the road. I always used to watch. You know why I'm happy? Because all this stuff is paid for. So I just follow the same blueprint. I ain't stressed. Even if I was going through something, never call your mentor stressing and worry. Always be positive because there's always brighter days. We don't need that negative energy. You got to push for positivity. And if there's a will, there's a way. If you want to make this shit happen, it will happen. But if you one of those guys get in the game, man, this trucking shit ain't working, I'm just going to sit on the sideline. Nigga, that's where you need to be in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because good times and bad times and everything. But once I seen that, I said, I see how Winston moving. And that was it, man. I came in the game. I'm killing. So got the drive. I'm finna get ready to get back on Amazon. But I got my brokers and stuff. Right now, I do 200 miles. People might not believe this. I show Winston every day, $1,200, $1,500, 200 miles, because I'm hitting them with the partials on the drive-in. I call it the hub, like the what do you call that? Like the pipeline from Chattanooga, Tennessee, all the way to Atlanta. I really don't care for Charlotte, but I
Oh,
will.
hey,
But yeah,
Matt, send me a request, Matt.
yeah, but from Chattanooga all the way down to Atlanta, I'm a bad man because you got Carpet City and all that. I might do something from Dalton to Atlanta, gonna pay me $550. Then I hit Atlanta, it might go out to Brazelton or Jefferson, it might be paying $400 or $500. So I don't make $1,000 in one day, but I ain't did nothing but 100 and some miles.
Yeah.
So you gotta learn how to piece this thing together. You know, it's the same way with Amazon. You gotta know what body of water, what hub is biting, what ain't biting. You got to know what time all the fishermen's leave. You got to find you a honey hole.
Yep.
It ain't be sweet starting. You just can't get enough. Man, I hear a lot of people, man, I jumped on the Amazon board. Man, ain't nobody making no money. You damn right they ain't going to make no money during the wee hours. Who? Amazon ain't stupid. Amazon want their freight to be safe. So get what they push that freight out early in the morning so you the only one on the road. Who wants millions of dollars at jeopardy in Atlanta traffic and knowing you got Atlanta hubs? So just like me and Winston, we got honey holes, but we'll go post up. It's times I don't even have no load, but I'm 40. But look, I'm an hour from Amazon to the closest facility. If I'm at the house looking at my thing, how in the hell I'm gonna make it down and they want me to pick it up in 20 minutes? So what I go to my honey hole. My baby said, "You gone, baby?" "Yeah, I'm gone fishing." You know what I'm saying? Grab your rod and your reel, gone down there, pull in the cut, pull in between two Amazon trailers in the laydown, and look, and got your little palm. Boop, boop. Oh shit, they got a load going from Atlanta to Bessemer, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? It's paying $800, $900. That's all you need.
That's right.
That's it. That's the game right there, man. That's all I can tell people, man. I love it, man. It's a sweet, man. I'm the most happiest person ever. I've been through my ups and downs in trucking. I never gave up, but real estate and trucking will make you rich. And I put it like this. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna let you.
Okay, there you go, Mac. Mac, what's
But
up?
I'm in retirement mode.
What up?
What's up with you, brother?
What's going on? How everybody doing?
You good?
All right. Box Truck Shorty, you never met Mac. Mac, that's Box Truck Shorty.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
That's
How you
Mac.
doing?
Doing all right?
Yeah, I was telling you, we was talking about, how mentor is, you know what I'm saying? And, I briefed them up how we met. So go and tell them a little about what's going on.
Yeah, I met this guy. I was working at Pepsi. I got hurt, and he had came through. He had came through or whatever, and was like, "Yo, black man, what you doing?" And I was like, "Man, I'm chilling." I was because I got hurt. They had pretty much what they tried to do is they tried to like exile me. They tried to put me away from everybody else and have me like checking in trucks in the guard shack. So he's like, "Black man, what you doing?" I was like, "Man, I'm chilling right now." He's like, "Yo, you need to get your own truck, man." And I was like, I'm getting good money right now. I'm chilling. He's like, "Nah, you get better money." He said, "Let me show you something." He jumped in his truck and he pulled out this notebook and he gave me the notebook or whatever. And he was just like, "Yo, this is what I do. This is what I make. This ain't no bull." And I was like, "Word?" He was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Well," I was like, "Well, shoot, I'm trying to get some of that money too." And he was like, "I tell you what," he said, "I'll walk you through how to get it." He was like, "But I'm staying on top of you." And I was at the time I was about to get married, so I was like, "Yo, all my money tied up in my wedding right now, so give me a chance to, get the wedding going and everything." He was like, I'm gonna be on top of you about it. So he was like, "When you get married," I told him, he's like, "I'm gonna give you a little chance to go on the honeymoon, chill out and everything." So I went on the honeymoon, and I was like, I just met the dude. This is the first time I met him. Then probably 2 weeks later, he called me like, "Yo, what we doing? Where we at? You got the LLC? You grinding? You going?" And I was like, "Oh, this dude for real." Like,
He ain't playing.
I was like, "Yo, this dude for real." But ever since then, man, it just been, we became from strangers to brothers, yo. And, he walked me through this whole thing and put me on game with it. So, I'm definitely appreciative of it.
That's dope. That's dope. How long
And
you been
I've
doing it
been
now?
going on 5 years.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. Y'all hear
Going
that?
on 5 years, yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Going on 5 years, so Yeah, we've been rocking. That's my guy. So
Yep.
Appreciate it, yeah. And for all of y'all out there, when he got his truck, he paid his truck, one truck now. He paid his truck off in 7 months.
in the
7
first
Crazy.
7
months.
months, yep.
That's crazy.
7 months.
Yep.
With one
I
truck
got my
on
truck right
Amazon.
before the peak of COVID.
What's up,
Yep.
Q?
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, then
Congratulations.
No.
I
Oh,
was out, I was
appreciate it,
out,
man.
I was out in Durham one day. I was like, yo, I'm over here. He said, I'm pulling up with wifey. Because we all know how women are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Women,
She
they
was scared of
skeptical
it. She was
about it.
scared of it at
So
first.
when I showed her that my tablet, she said, babe, we going to get a truck right now.
Nah, because he was like, it was, wifey was like at the beginning, she was like, yo, I'm scared of it. I don't really know how to go about this. Like, starting a trucking company. And then Winston was like, yo, I'm in Durham, yo, pull up. So I was like, I got wifey with me, so we pulled up. And then as soon as he pulled up, he's like, hey, how you doing? My name's Winston Easterling, shook a hand. They said, boom, here's my tablet. This is what I do. Look at my numbers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, the numbers don't lie.
Nah,
That's
The
true.
Yeah.
numbers don't
That's true.
lie.
That's true.
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So let me ask you this. So let's say, for example, I know you've been in it 5 years now. What do you think the importance of having a mentor? What do you think? How
Oh,
you think he saved you like a lot of mistakes and headaches and money? The importance of having him help you versus you just trying to jump out there by yourself. What would you
when
say?
you, first of all, you can't do this by yourself. That's first and foremost. You have to have some type of village around you, because that's first and foremost, because he already took the bumps and bruises, so it's like, why figure it out on your own if you don't have to? Like, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I feel like that's the importance of mentorship, because like even now, like, I mentor guys,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
it's like with them, I'm like, nah, don't do that. And I tell them not to do something, and they do it, and they be like, yeah, you was right. How you know? I'm like, because I've been down there before I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even with like stuff as far as like issues with the truck or what's going on, like problems, like I could tell him what's wrong. He'd be like, oh yeah, I had that happen before. This is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Like, and that saves you so much money, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the important thing in this game, is saving money. So it's like that saves you money and time, and you from beating your head against the wall.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
what's up.
even I'm gonna take it to the lowest term. Even like when he come out here, when he first started coming out here to facilities, he had to wait.
Yeah,
He like, yo, where can I park at? I know
yeah,
the neighborhood. Yo,
yeah,
go over here. Don't go over here because they gonna tow your truck.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
yeah,
Uh-huh.
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Vice versa. You come to NC, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
Winston, this is where you go. This is
Yep.
how you get there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every time I go down, yo, man, I need somewhere to park at, man.
And you,
Yep.
yo, but yeah, you can't be out here alone. That's what a lot of people feel like, oh, I've been doing this for this long, but nah, you really need mentorship. It's important.
yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's key.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
I look at trucking, man. It can get you out of debt, and it can put you in
That.
debt. So
That's
I always
true.
tell
That's
people,
true.
you know, make a sacrifice when you trying to save your first 50 grand, 100 grand, because a lot of people think it's
Hmm.
all sweet. So why it's sweet while you're getting it? Go ahead and do the put back, because they're gonna be your get back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't have to go through all these headaches. But believe it or not, it's guys out here right now breakdown from losing their company because the
Oh
way they
yeah.
miss their money.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely need the mentor, and yeah, man, it's gonna take you a long way. And that's why I say, like with Bob Charlie, I love how he exemplifies and simplifies everything when it comes down to courses, because he's not leaving nothing out.
Right. Right.
Like this, he didn't build a brand just to throw it away. This is why this man is still here.
That's right,
He's
Q.
living
Hmm.
That's true.
and talking about. I've been there, done that.
Made all the mistakes possible.
Been there, done that. So that's why you always gotta have respect for the people who came before you, because they went through it. They could be selfish as hell and say, "Man, fuck y'all. Excuse my
Yep.
language."
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't
Yeah.
telling nobody nothing.
You go through what I went through. You might say, "Hey, young brother, hey man, that's a hole right there." Even though it looked like
Yeah.
it ain't that deep, that's not 2 feet. That's 2 feet deep, man. That's 15. That's gonna knock your head off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why at the end of the day, you keep these type of people close by so that you can win. It's just like you jumping over hurdles.
Yeah.
If it's anything that I got, like Winston, like I was almost late for Amazon. He always taught me, hey, you want to win Amazon? You leave 3 hours early. I said,
What?
3 hours early? He said, did I stutter, young man? I said, boy,
Hey,
you're playing, man. So, yeah, so I
Winston,
3 hours early. So,
what I tell you that time, Winston, I said the difference between you making money and not making money is being on time.
being on,
That's the whole
That's the
fact.
biggest thing.
Yeah,
I,
that's the whole fact.
I had so much.
Especially when it comes to Amazon.
I had so
Oh
much.
yeah.
I broke down. I called Winston. I said, Winston, I said, man, I done broke down. He said, where you at? I said, I'm in Chattanooga by the BMW. He said, let me hit you right back. He said, what's going on? I said, cooling all on the ground, man. My damn line on busted. He said, let me hit you right back. He called me back. He said, hey, some people finna be calling. I said, they beeping in right now. Hey, they called me right back. People said, send me a picture. Man, I kid you not, man. I just knew I was finna be late, man. I was new to it. Man, them folks come out there, man. They was in Dalton. They got to me in Chattanooga. They got to me in about 35 minutes. They said, you need cooling? I need cooling everything. They said, you need that? I said, I need that. Man, they come out there, got me straight. Boom, boom, boom. Called. I said, Winston. He said, yo. I said, man, I still got an hour and a half to play with. What? So just think about it.
That's relationships, man. Relationships. That's relationships.
His mechanic
Oh yeah.
sources. I would have been late.
Yep.
Stressed. So yes, sir.
I always tell them, you're going to pay for the information in the beginning, or you're going to pay for the mistake in the end. One of the two, you're going to pay.
That's right.
You pick it, you're going to pay in the beginning, or you're going to pick your pay in the end. One of the way, you're going to pay the piper.
That's right.
Yeah.
But and that's the other thing people got to get over. Like, I'm not trying to beat you for no information. I'm trying to put you on game, but it's like this game that I had to learn. So it's like, everybody want everything for free. They don't want to invest in themselves.
Yeah.
Bro,
and that's the biggest
say
thing.
that
Investing
again.
in yourself.
Can you say that again? That's what everybody wants, especially our people, man. They want everything for free. They think they can YouTube University every single thing. And I'm not going to say you can't find some things on YouTube, but to the level of where we have gotten now, you ain't going to find this on YouTube. This ain't going to be on YouTube for free.
What YouTube does, it gives, I'm a sports guy. Like, I play ball.
You want to come on?
What YouTube does, it gives you the highlights. It gives you the good parts. Right, it's like, it's like, when you're trying to go to school and you sending your highlight tape in, you're going to show in all the stuff that you're good at and not the stuff that you can't do. So it's like, and I remember when I was going on recruiting trips, like coach was like, yo, all right, cool. That's fine. That highlight tape look cool, but what can't you do? And YouTube don't show you that. They don't show you the breakdowns. They don't show you the bad parts. They don't tell you, oh yeah, you got to do this, this, and this, or if you do this, you might run into this problem. Like, it's just like everything look good on YouTube because you seeing the good. You get to select what you want to show.
Right. Yep. So you got to pay for that mentorship, man, or that. You know what I'm saying? That knowledge of somebody that's already done it. This with anything, like even Jason, real estate, like, that's my passion, that's his passion. Like, I would never get into real estate or touch real estate without a mentor. Like, you will lose your shirt, your pants, and everything. Same thing with real estate. You will lose it all when it comes to that.
$40,000 on my first deal because I trusted someone the whole time. They was stealing. I was green as a gun.
Man.
And man, I went to their house. The Guatemalan guy, he finally told me, like, Jason, they stealing from you, man. I said, huh? Go up under the house, crawl space, got brand new regulator, shower regulator. Go to the house, man. I ain't gonna lie, he got about $5,000 for 2x4s. He ordered on my account.
They'll do it. So guess what? So I had a mentor coming in that taught me already, saved my head, because I had like about 15 other people that started when I started. I'm God described me, I'm the only person that was able to flip my house. And because of that, he taught me to always have your work, behind your money. So never pay them ahead of time. And he made sure, he taught me to go always buy all my materials. Tell me what you want. I'll go to the store, have it delivered by Lowe's or Home Depot. So that way they can't cheat you, because they will take your materials and go put it on a whole nother house. But yeah, man. And that saved me. So I knock on some wood. I ain't never lost in real estate, but I heard the horror stories. Man, you will lose your shirt and back with real estate. The same thing with trucking, though. You'll lose your back, man, if you don't have that person to check in with.
Yep. That's a whole fact. I told I told y'all before. Y'all already know when I first started my first truck, the deaf system was killing me. See, Buck Truck Shorty, you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah. But see, guess what? You know why? So when I first started, I had a guy. He was already in the industry like 20 years. And he's the one that told me about that. You know what I'm saying? So he was just telling me, like, look, maintenance knock you out, because like my whole life, man, I heard about how much money you can make in logistics. Like I told you, I was a manager at a finance place, and I hate to put her business, but there was a girl, I was her manager, and she was going through a divorce, and her husband was paying her $1,600 a month in spousal support, not child support. So I was like, well, damn, how much money is he making to be paying you, that amount of money? So because of that, I always knew it was a lot of money in trucking, man, and I always wanted to get in, but I was always scared to get in because the maintenance will always scare me back up on the porch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's serious, especially that deaf system. That deaf system about knocked me out. But see, and that's when I came into Amazon. Because, I believe in God. I'm like, Lord, I know you ain't bring me this far to fail. And then that's when my cousin introduced me to Amazon, and I haven't looked back yet.
I know that's
You
right.
know
I know that's
I
right.
ain't
I
looked
know
back
that's right.
yet. Everybody complain. I think somebody was
Yeah.
saying something about on Good Friday. I can't find the Lord on Good Friday. I hit on IG. I said, Amazon ain't worried about that shit.
Right. The consistency, man, is consistent work.
Is there?
It's
Yeah.
Is there?
consistency.
Man,
Yo.
Amazon be having lows, man. I'm telling you, man. I having them, man. You just got to know when to come out, man.
You got to know. You, like you said, man. You said the best thing. You must be fishing, because I love fishing. You gotta have a hole, man.
Yeah.
Two people can go out in the river or the ocean and go looking, and one person can find that hole and then come back with all the fish. That's the same thing, man. You gotta know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see these numbers. I don't want to show all my information, but y'all see them numbers right? Hey, you see that?
It's inverted. It's backwards.
It's backwards.
Oh, yeah.
What it say?
I can't see it because the words are
What
over
say
it.
206? What it say 206?
206 what?
1,000.
Okay, that's one real estate deal. I tell you, real estate and trucking, boy, but you can't go wrong with that. And I got plenty of them to show.
I know that's right. That real estate is it, boy, too.
That's it. But what you said, Box Truck Shorty, if I had the game that you had, like when I came in, me not knowing nothing about maintenance or none of that, I just came in blind, bought my box truck from Edna, Ohio, cleaned up. They got that thing super clean. I'm like, oh yeah, I got me a nice one. 148,000 on the dash. My truck broke down at, I never forget, it was at 177, 777. I broke down 10 minutes from the receiver. It was a Dell system, and they said that my what do you call it? The injectors, they was shooting out more fuel, so it was hitting that DPL filter, and it cracked that honeycomb in there. My NOx sensors went bad. Man, I ended up spending $17,000. Yeah.
Damn.
So and only I had the money, but what really saved me, I'm gonna be real, which I ain't big in my pocket, but I had to pay it. American Express saved me. They said, yeah, man, I told them, I said, I got a bill. They said, yeah, we'll go ahead and approve it. And that's what it was. That's why I tell people, if you get in the game, get much as credit cards you can. Not personal, but that'll help too. But a lot of business credit cards. So when it comes to that cycle, when it cycles over, it's not gonna affect your credit score.
Right.
So Amex, man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I carry $20,000 balances for 5 or 6 months, and then I just say, you know what? I don't build me a bag of so good. Let me go ahead and pay these folks for they start tripping. So that's what you need. Just to throw it out there to help people. One good place where you can go. Have your credit decent. I'm going there with all kind of collections and talking about, man, you full of shit, man. Them folks pay. I would give you nothing easy. All them collections. I don't even know if you're gonna pay me back. But you go to Navy Federal Credit Union. Saying I got 50,000 with them. I got 25 on the personal, and I got 25 on the business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. I got it too. I got the same thing. Navy Federal give out money, man.
Hey, I say wait 90 on your 91st day, then you go in there, go in there and apply. Who else? Like I said, American Express.
Yep.
Then you got Chase.
The business credit card, American Express. I got that too.
Costco's got a good business credit card. It's so much money out here, and the way you gonna finesse the
Hey, trucking with D, I see you.
Go to how can I put it? I would say go to all your credit unions. They the one gonna get you paid. I went to Georgia United Credit Union. They just want to see 2-year tax return. I go in there with them. They basically gonna go off of how much you make. I just tell them, I say, hey man, let me get 25,000.
How about you?
Your credit and just kind of go from there. If you build a relationship, start off small. Don't be greedy. Just say, hey, apply for $7,000, $5,000 platinum card, whatever y'all got for me, and then work your way up because the credit union is, you know, everybody know it's based off relationship.
Right.
It's based
Yep.
off what you doing. So
But if
it's
you can get into Navy Federal, definitely get into Navy Federal if you can get into that.
Yep.
You forgot that other bank too.
Which one?
Box Truck Shorty.
Huh? Oh, nah, I ain't giving out no money. No, sir.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yo, but see, look, that's one truck, if y'all can see it.
It's light. It's bright.
It's too light. Yeah, it's too light. So, yeah, I don't have maintenance or nothing like that, but I've started to build my business credit as well, too. So what I've been doing lately, not lately, since November of last year, is I got an American Express business card, too. And everything, all my expenses and everything I do, I just use that for the whole month, and it just pay off the whole balance.
Yep.
So I can get a whole lot of points. It's like, for example, I'm flying to D.C. tomorrow. I'm not paying for nothing.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So I just use my points to pay for everything now.
Hey,
I can travel.
Got 323,000 points.
Can you see it now?
What you say? I don't see what you got.
No.
Okay. I'll see it.
I see a lot of money. It's backwards, but I see a lot of money on there.
That's one truck.
Was it 160?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was 160,000 one truck. So if any of my people are watching, and because I get a ton of DMs, I get a ton of questions about that. If you're interested in semi trucks with Amazon or the semi trucks, these guys right here is the guys you need to tap in with. Follow them.
I'll show y'all this. Check this out. I ain't no flexing. You know, everything like Box Truck Shorty said. He said, you know, I need them receipts. Yep. So that's the goal.
Let me tell you something. We as a people, when people ask for proof and you show them the proof, they gotta stop saying it's flexing. Like when we show the numbers,
I get that all the time, man. I get that all the time.
I'm not trying to flex. It's like, yo, I'm trying to show you. So it's like, won't be no like, oh man, like, you know, nah, bro, this is what the numbers are. Like, this is
if you don't show them, then they're gonna say you ain't doing it.
You right, Q. Motivation. I met a young brother at a facility. He's on here. He don't want to get on here, but he been on Amazon like 8 years.
Oh yeah, you American Express.
I got that blue joint. Yeah.
This the other one right here, Navy Federal.
Yeah, man.
That's the platinum visa. Ran that one up.
Yeah.
This right here, another one.
That shit got all of American Express. I just got two.
This one right here, flat. 25, the black card. That's the highest one you gonna get with them.
Yep, 25 grand.
That's the flag.
But
that's that flag.
Yeah.
That's that black flag.
Yep. And then
they call it the pirate card.
Yeah.
Black flag card.
I'm gonna give you one more flex move to help y'all. Then I'm gonna let y'all talk because I've been running my mouth. But here's another thing. Like when you go in the Navy Federal and open up an account, tell them folks, say I want to open up an iPledge loan. Say if you got 20,000, 15, or 10. What you do is you go in there with the iPledge. You say, hey, I want to do an iPledge loan. iPledge loan is basically like a secure loan. You're going to take your money, they're going to park it in another account, and then they're going to release that into you. Then what you do is you're going to have a balance every month on it. It might be high for a $10,000, $15,000 loan. They might pay $600 back. So what you do, don't spend that money. First month, pay the $600. Second month, pay the $600. Third, pay the $600. Then come in there and take the rest of the money, pay 90% of the money, pay 90% of the loan off. Then you might be left paying like $1,000 you left on the loan. It just bird feed it all the way out. Then next time you go in there and say, hey, I need to get a loan. They say, what you need? Your credit good because you don't pay them back. Hey, I need to get a loan. This time I want it to be on y'all behalf. Y'all the risk taker, not me. And that's what you build a relationship. It's really a flex.
I'm over here taking notes.
Yeah.
I got my pad over here.
That's that free game right there. That free game. Y'all heard that. Y'all better.
Let's see.
That's that free game.
Yep.
And y'all got two guys on here that came up under me and very successful. You know what I'm saying? Mac got 2 trucks now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if I tell them what the interest rate on the second truck is, they wouldn't believe it.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
7.6%
Wow, that's
interest
good
on
for
the truck.
commercial. Very good,
Yeah,
bro.
that's good.
Commercial, no
That's
money.
good for personal,
No,
man. Personal loans, interest rates is higher than that now.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
no money down. No money down. 7.6% interest rate on the
Yep,
truck.
yep,
Yeah.
And
yep.
Congratulations,
and
bro.
that comes from building relationships, man. Like you gotta tap in with these people
Yeah, everything is about relationships, man. Relationships
because
and information. That's what it is. Information and
because
relationships. Change
because
your life.
you got to go from being a truck driver to a business person, and that's where a lot of people fall short. A lot of people just want to be truck drivers, but it's like, nah, you got to get to the business side of it.
Yep,
Hmm
yep,
You got to
yep,
understand the business. I just talked about that the other day, man. Understanding the business aspect of it.
yep. And
Hmm
keep your books, you know what I'm saying, nice and
Oh
clean,
yes,
and
yes.
read and write down everything. I ain't gonna lie, when I first came in the game, you know, it's like I said, I always save money, but when it came to the trucking, I really just jumped in. I said, damn, because I did 9,200 in my box truck, but me not
Hmm
knowing that was just because it was COVID
hmm
though.
Yeah.
But it was everywhere in the Midwest. I'm like, man, I'm eating this. How this shit gonna be? Man, next thing you know, that shit went burn, it started going down. But you know, I made it work. When it got bad for me, I finessed the game. You know what I'm saying? I had a dude I met. That's why I say it's good to get people information at these shippers and receivers. I had a guy that when he was renting his box truck, they came out the blue and said, "Hey man, yo, it's gonna be $1,000 a week and 28 cents a mile." He called me crying.
God damn.
I just had fixed my DPL, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was just stressed out, worn out with the truck, and I just started laughing. I ain't laughing at your pain, bro. I'm laughing because we made it reach. And I ain't gonna lie, man, that brother, man, because everything was up. It was like inflation.
Hmm
These people want their trucks back in. I don't know what they was trying to do. But man, that brother, man, y'all probably say, "Oh, you a crook." But man, that man was giving me $1,400 a week for my box truck. I sat at home for 6 months, cooked my authority. When I got my box truck back, he put about 100,000 miles on it, and I hit the ground right, rolling, man.
That's
It
dope.
wasn't, hey, I'm calling about this low. Yeah, you ain't got enough skin. You ain't calling us back. He cooked my authority and he gave me a bag. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to be able to pivot, man. That's another thing I tell people too. When something or problem arises, like you will be put out of business. If you can't be able to think and be able to pivot when something change or something come up, that's another thing. Like people can't think outside of the box. When something come up, they get stuck and quit. You got to be able to think. You got to
And
be able to shift,
Yep,
adapt.
yep,
Mhm.
And you gotta be a great problem solver.
Yes.
To piggyback on what he said too, is that's like now a lot of guys, you know, that say,
Somebody
man,
said pivot or perish.
starting
That's right.
I ain't starting my truck up if they ain't paying $3 a mile. You know, you gotta know
yep,
who gonna pay that note.
yep.
You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
so
You
so
got a family to feed.
Yep.
I'm,
so like you said, like a lot of people jumped in during COVID. So the money was great during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and then when COVID went away, it changed. So it's like that's why you hear a lot of people, oh,
Trucking is
the trucking
dead.
industry's trash. You
Yeah.
can't make no money in, and it's like, nah, you can't make no money in it because you still trying to beat a dead horse.
Yep.
Like you gotta, things change. Like it's like if you don't change with it, you're gonna,
You
you're
gotta
gonna be,
adapt.
you're gonna be
You
short.
gotta adapt. You gotta adapt.
totally,
And
Classic example, man. I used to always say this all my lives, man. You either could be Blockbuster or you could be
there
Netflix.
yeah,
You know what
go.
I'm saying? Back in the day,
and
everybody
yo,
was Blockbuster. We used
I
to go
use,
rent movies. Blockbuster, I mean,
I,
had a chance to buy Netflix back in the day. They didn't. And now who's around?
mm-hmm,
Yep,
Netflix.
yeah,
Blockbuster's gone.
yep,
yeah.
So you
I
got
use
to
that same
adapt.
yep.
analogy.
Yeah.
I use that same analogy because it's like, yo, you can
This,
either be stubborn or you could be,
Yeah.
you can give it the time.
that's right.
Mhm. But I hear that all the time, man. Oh, it was paying so much during COVID. Yeah, because everybody was home. Common sense. But guess what? Like I just said last night on my live, guess what? Was trucking around before COVID
Yeah.
or was trucking founded in COVID? Trucking was way before COVID.
That's
People
right.
was surviving before COVID. So yeah, COVID was a boost to the trucking industry, but the people that was getting it before still know how to get it. It's just everybody that came in during COVID, they got spoiled. They turned into divas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like you just Winston said, $4 or $5 a mile. I ain't moving my truck. But then guess what? In another 6 months, you're gonna be out of business.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep.
You
So
gotta
you
be a,
gotta adapt.
You
this
get
right here. I tell a lot of people this right here is the key. If you out here with these brokers, and I got a lot of these, man. This is no lie. I got probably over 300 or 400 brokers. A lot of people might say, "Oh, he exaggerating." This right here, all these bill of lading, this just right here, it's not even a quarter. It's probably like a month's worth. This, you go right in here and looking and get that information. Your broker hit them up every day. Say, "Hey man, what you got coming out?" It's so many brokers that you be like, "Hey man, you got freight coming out all the time." I got one. He is he only dispatch flatbeds and hot shots. And he hit me up one day. I was in Atlanta. I was having a hard time, just like in the beginning. Damn, ain't no loads coming out. And then hit me up out the blue. He said, "Hey Jason." I said, "What's going on with your brother, old white guy?" He said, "Hey man, this guy's supposed to came through on his hot shot out the dimensions." He said, "You think you can put this on your box truck?" They was two big old long cast iron boxes, man. Like box. And I said, "Yeah, I'm in Atlanta." He said, "Yeah, you gotta pick up in Chattanooga, Cleveland, Tennessee." He said, "What would it take for you to come up here and get?" He said, "I give you your fuel and everything." He said, "I'm behind. I really gotta get this move." And I never forget, it was going up a little bit above Cincinnati. Man paid me like $375 a mile.
That's
just
good.
Just to come up there and get it. Then he gave me some to get up there. So
Yeah.
I always don't throw away your bill of ladings, man. Keep that and call them. You can get direct ship right off those bill of ladings. I had one bill of lading that it said that we run these lanes 5 days a week, constantly need trucks. That's what it had in the description. I called it. I was up there picking up HVAC units, man.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yep. That's built off relationships, though.
Yeah.
Building that relationship.
Just like, for example, like I haven't ran food. Like I used to run for Food Line probably like 2 years ago. The broker hit me up the other day like, "Yo," because he know I could get him trucks. So he hit me up the other day like, "Yo, I need 10 trucks for tomorrow. Like, you think you can give me 10 trucks?" Like, and I usually work it out for him, but everybody was doing something, everybody was booked up. But it's like you said, it's all about relationships. Like I haven't heard from this dude in 2 years. But like he still reached back out to me like, "Yeah, I know Matt can give me the trucks. Like I know, he can help me out." But like you said it, like and that comes with what I said earlier about not being out here alone. Because if you out here alone, like say for example, Winston was down here like, "Yo, Winston, I got some work," or "Hey, this person, I got some work." But that's built off relationships though. Like when you see people, talk to them. And that's the easiest way to build relationships.
Yeah, that's
They might know something you don't know. They might know somebody you don't know.
That's true. That's true.
And
that's definitely true.
With the real money, give some people some more game. This is why I tell people, as Black people, we got to come together and unify. All of us can't be bosses, even though we might have a boss mindset. So just say right now, us four right here, right? Say if I got 3 semis, say Winston got 4 semis, Matt got 5 semis, Box Truck Shorty got 5 semis. Okay, we're going to go close the deal. I might say, "Hey, man, this is why we got to put your pride together. This is why we losing. You think when you get real money, but you're not." And I done figured this out because I done ran into some. I said, "Damn, this is how people are making millions of dollars." Now, all of us got boss mindsets, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who is the boss. We just need to go in there and close the deal.
Yeah.
So, boss, we might, "Hey, Boss Shorty, hey, man, I plug the guy to Walmart, man, I met. He said in order for us to get a contract with Walmart, man, we got to have 15 trucks." But guess what? We all need to lead on the Boss Truck Shorty. He's the man, even though we might not know that, but we don't care. This is about money. This ain't about ego. This is about Boss Truck Shorty going inside of Walmart and say, "Hey, Boss Truck Shorty, you got 50 trucks in the driver?" Hell, I drive if I'm going to make, beyond what I'm supposed to make. So sometimes, even if you're a boss, you got to sit back and look like a worker. So we don't let Boss Truck Shorty be the boss. He going in there with the Walmart deal. They said, "You got 15 trucks." He might say, "Better yet, I got you 25, man." Okay, then. So now we out here normally chasing $3 a mile. Boss Truck Shorty and close the deal for $5 a mile because he don't figured in his maintenance when the truck break down, for inflation and everything when the market goes up. So now we making $5 miles a truck, and just say a Box Truck Shorty, we with Walmart and we making $500,000 a month. You already know he gonna do right. He gonna say, "Take responsibility for the leasing of y'all if anything happen." So you know what? I'm gonna get 200,000 off of this, and I'm gonna give y'all 100,000 people some money. Y'all break bread. That's gotta be sometimes, but we don't think like that. Everybody wanna be like, "Man, I'm the boss. You know, boss over me."
And you know what? And you know what? Hey, look, I got an analogy for everything. I used to post this too. It's like everybody want to be Jordan. Nobody want to be Pippen. Pippen got a bag
Nobody want
too.
to be Rodman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody
Pippen
want to
got
be
a bag
Rodman.
too, man.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Everybody want to be the boss or the ego,
Yep.
man. Look, give me the money. I'll sit back and be quiet. You know what I'm
Check
saying?
the ego at the
Yes,
door.
Yep.
Check the ego at the
sir. Yes,
door.
sir.
Yeah.
We supposed to.
And that,
Hey,
yo,
look, like you said,
that,
like you
that's
supposed to
right.
come out and form Voltron on them.
That's
There
right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
but you
Yep.
got to think about it. Separately, they was only so strong, but when they formed Voltron and they came together, it's like,
Yep.
yo, it's time to
Yep.
turn up.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
That the youngins don't know what Voltron is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Voltron. I remember I had the Voltron toy, man. That thing was big.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying though,
Yeah.
like, everybody had their own function.
Yeah.
Though, somebody was
That's,
the leg, somebody was the other leg, somebody was the arms, and somebody was the head.
yeah.
But it's
Yep.
like,
Like you said.
until they came together, they didn't,
They had
they
the most
couldn't,
power
get to their
when they
full
came
strength.
together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yep. Unity, man. That's it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for us, Winston?
Yeah, I just want to say, when you stay consistent, stay down, you know what I'm saying? You have to be teachable too if you want to mentor. You cannot have a chip on your shoulder because these four guys, those three young men and myself, we are very transparent. We don't have chips on our shoulders. You can ask us a question 100 times. And I never even been to Box Truck Shorty's master classes, but I heard about him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
When they ask him something, he go beyond the time that he's set to be on the master class
Mm-hmm.
because he wants y'all to understand. And with us three down here, when you ask us something, you can ask us 100 times. We're gonna tell y'all 101 because we want y'all to understand.
Yep.
We want y'all to win. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Stay tuned because those gonna be my t-shirts.
Yep.
ABM, you know what I'm saying? ABW, all brothers
Yep.
win. It's in
That's
the
Yep.
what's
mix.
up. Everybody eat.
It's
Yep.
gonna be coming
Everybody
out.
eat,
You know
B.
what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Yep.
You
That's one of
know
my favorite movies. Everybody eat.
it.
Yep.
Yep. And
Yeah.
that's true, man. In my master class, like we don't leave out of that class until every question is answered. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I like to help people too, but like my man was saying, time is money. So I can't help everybody for
Yep.
free. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a
Like I chop it up with people,
fact.
but you got to think about it. I can't just help everybody for free.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
with that
because
being
you gotta
said,
eat too.
yeah, I
You
got to
got your
eat
own
too.
stuff going on. You got your
Right,
own
right,
life going on. You got your own things like. So
right.
it's like, yo, if you stopping me from making money over here
Then you
to
gotta
come
you
and
gotta recoup me.
explain
You
something
gotta
to
make me
you,
whole for that.
yeah,
You make
you
me
Yep.
miss
gotta
my
make it.
time.
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
right.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Boss Truck Charlie, man. We all do. We want to give you, your flowers because think about it. If there was no Boss Truck Charlie, man, I can guarantee you half of Atlanta will not be running. I'm serious.
I,
That man,
thank you,
I'm
thank you.
coming out the damn airport. I had to look back again at the sign at Washington Road. My wife said, "Who is that?" I said, "Oh, hey, man, nigga, man."
Yo,
Yeah,
he
but
all on the bulletin board